Good morning, friends. Today we will do some problems on ratios, proportions, mixtures, and all of this. Right. This is another very important topic, and a lot of questions are coming from this topic also. This is another important topic. Right. The fundamentals of ratios. We all know, right? The fundamentals of ratios which we learnt in school. A is to B, B is to C, C is to D, for example. Ratio simply is a fraction. Okay, ratio is fraction. Just simplifying the fraction. So, for example, A by B equal to 1 by 2. Right, that we can write it as this 1 by 2, we can write it as 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8, etc. All are same. What we are doing, this 2 by 4 is equal to 2 into 1 by 2 into 2. 3 by 6 equal to 3 into 1 by 3 into 2. 4 by 8 is equal to 4 into 1 by 4 into 2. See, we are multiplying numerator and denominator with the same number. Right. So then the fraction will remain same. A by B is equal to, so for example, A by B equal to um, A by B equal to C by B, or take any fraction. If A by B equal to X plus X by Y, that means if we multiply CA by CB is also equal to X by Y, right? Or any other number. You multiply this one or this, or A by B is equal to C into X by C into Y, because these two things you can always cancel. If any common number we can multiply, then uh, then the fraction will not change. Okay, this is the fundamentals of fractions, just simplification. So for example, 1 by 2, we are multiplying numerator and denominator by 2 each, then 2 by 4, then if we multiply by 3, then 3 by 6, then 4, 1 by 8. Similarly, 1 by 2, if we multiply numerator and denominator by half, just 0.5. 0.5 by 1 is equal to 1 by 2. 0.5 into 1 by 0.5 into 2, which is 1. Right? Similarly, 0.25 by 0.25 into 1 by 0.25 into 2. This is 0.25. 0.5. This is also equal. So, you can multiply with any number, any constant, as long as you are multiplying the numerator and denominator with the same number, the fraction will remain same. Okay? Very good. Now, let's take one simple problem here. A is to B equal to 1 is to 3. B is to C is equal to 2 is to 5, C is to D equal to 2 is to 3. We have to find A, B, C, D. Right. In such examples, what we have to do in such problems, we have to bring everything into a common terms, everything into a common base. Let's see how we can do that. Let's try to express everything B, C, D, A, everything in terms of A. A by B is equal to 1 by 3. What does that mean? B equal to 3 into A. B equal to 3 into A. B by C equal to 2 by 5. What does that mean? C equal to 5B by 2. 5B by 2. Now B is equal to 3A, we already know. We will just substitute. 5 by 2 into 3A is equal to 15A by 2. So C also we know in terms of A. Similarly, now D. D is equal to 3C by 2. Right, C by 2 equal to 2 by 3. That means D by C equal to 3 by 2. That means D is equal to 3C by 2. Now C we know. C is what? 15A by 2. So D equal to 3 by 2 into 15A by 2. Now we express, in this case, we express A, B, C, D, everything in terms of A. A is to B is to C is to D will become A is to what is B? B is 3A. A is to 3A is to what is C? C is 15A by 2. 15A by 2. And what is D? 45A by 4. 45A by 4. Right. Now what we will do? So now when we know this, A is to 3A is to 15A by 2 is to 45 by 4. This is the ratio. Now just we did just discuss. As long as we are multiplying everything with the same constant number, the ratio will remain the same. What will do? We'll take LCM of all the denominators and multiply everything with 4. Okay. Okay. When you multiply everything this is 4, then this becomes 4A This becomes 4a. This becomes 4 into 3, 12a. This becomes 4 into 15a by 2, which equals 30a. This becomes 4 into 45a by 4, which becomes 45a. Now, now 4a is to 12a is to 30a is to 45a. Now we also know when there is a constant multiplication, it is without, say for example, 4c equal to 12c equal to 30c equal to 45c. This is in this format only, right? So this will be equal to obviously 4 is to 12 is to 30 is to 45, right? Because as long as any ratios, if you are multiplying them with the same constant, it doesn't matter. It is still the same, right? So A's we can cancel it out. So it becomes 4 is to 12 is to 30 is to 45. So if given A by B equal to something, B by C equal to something, C by D is equal to something, what we have to do, we have to express everything in terms of one common factor. Here in here in this case, we express in terms of A. You can do the same by expressing it in terms of B or C or D, whichever is convenient for you. Then once you do all of that, then you take the common. You do LCM and bring them on onto the same base, right? So here LCM is 4, so that's why I multiply everything with 4. 4a is to 12a is to 4 into 15a by 2 is equal to 30. 4 into 40a by 4, which is equal to 45. That means the ratio is 4 is to 12 is to 30 is to 45. This is an easy problem, right? We just need to know how to express everything in a common term of the 4. All the 4 should be expressed in a common term, then we will be able to do this. Okay, let's see. The sum of two numbers is 60 and the difference is 6. What is the ratio of two numbers? This is also an easy problem. We just need to assume that numbers to be x and y. X plus y is equal to 60. X minus y equal to 6. That is also given. So x plus y, so we will sum both of them together. So y and y will get cancelled. 2x equal to 66. X equal to 33. Y will become 27 because x minus y is equal to 6. That means y equal to 33 minus 6 is 27. So what is the ratio of the two numbers? X by y equal to 33 by 27. 3 will cancel 3 in both of the cases. 11 by 9. Okay, this is also an easy problem. Now let's take another problem. Three persons A, B and C whose salaries together amount to 14,400 spend 80, 85 and 75% of their salaries respectively. They spend. Okay. If their savings are in the ratio 8 is to 9 is to 20, find their respective salaries. Salaries. Okay, what we have to do? Here the savings are given. Okay, what is the savings? If 80% of A is spending 80%, that means what is remaining? 20%. That means zero point 0.2 of A will be remaining, 0.15. 15% of B is remaining, 0.15 B is remaining. So 75% is spent, that means 25% of C is saving. So zero point 0.2 and 0.15, 0.25 of A, B, C are their respective savings. Okay, so what is given? 0.2a, this is to 0.15b is to 0.25c is in the ratio of 8 is to 9 is to 20. This is what he is given, right? Now, now we know, right? 0.2a by 0.15b is equal to 8 by 9. That means a by b is equal to 8 by 9 into 15 by 20, right? Cross multiplication. A by b equal to 2 by 3. Similarly, 0.5b, 0.15b by 0.25c is equal to 9 by 20. 9 by 20. What does that mean? 9 by c will becomes 25 into 9 by 20 into 15, which becomes 3 by 4. A by b is equal to 2 by 3. B by c equal to 3 by 4. Now, just like the earlier example, let us express everything in terms of C. What is C? C is C. What is B? B is equal to C into 3 by 4. That means 3 by 4C. What is A? 2 by 3 into B. 2 by 3 into B. What is B? B is 3 by 4 into C. Let's substitute this 3 by 4 into B, 3 by 4 into C. That becomes 2 by 3 into 3 by 4 into C becomes half of C. What is A? A is half of C. Now A is half of C, we know. A, B salaries, B also expressed in terms of C, A also expressed in terms of C now. Now A plus B plus C is equal to 14,400. Let's substitute that. A is half C, plus B is 3/4 C, plus C is equal to 14,400. Sum of half plus 3 by 4 plus 1, which is 9 by 4 C is equal to 14,400. What does that mean? C equal to 14,400 into 4 by 9, which becomes 6400, right? 9 sixteenths is 144, right? 9 sixteenths 144, 4 into 1600 will become 6400. Okay, now what is A? A is half of C. Half of C is 3200. B is what? 3/4 of C, which is 4800. So this is also very easy problem. Only thing that we have to do is we have to write this equation correctly. Point, what is the saving? Saving of A is 0.2A, saving of B is 0.15B, saving of C is 0.25C is in the ratio 8 is to 9 is to 10, and we just need to simplify to find out what is A by B, what is B by C, what is, and then A by B and B by C is known, then express everything in terms of one common term, be it A, be it B, be it C, and then use those common terms in A plus B plus C. Okay, this is an easy problem. You should not take more than a minute to solve this. We should not take, right? Let's take another problem. A container contains 40 liters of milk. From this container, 4 liters of milk was taken out and replaced by water. This process was repeated further 2 more times. How much milk is now contained by the container? Okay, 40 liters was there, and then you removed 4 liters and put some water. Whatever is left, again you removed 4 liters and put again water, and again 4 liters you remove from that mixture and put water again. Okay, this is an interesting problem. Don't get confused. We'll write it like this simply. Okay, what was the original? Original everything was milk, 40 liters, and water will be nothing. Right. When after first time, when you remove 4 liters of milk, how much milk will be left? 36 liters will be left. And what will be the water? Because the container is still 40 liters only. Water will be remaining 4. 40 minus 36 is remaining 4. When you remove second time, how much will get removed? Second time again you are removing 4 liters of this mixture. 4 liters of this mixture doesn't mean 4 liters of milk. 4 liters of this mixture, so it will contain some milk, some water. This is a mixture, right? 4 liters. What is 4 liters? 4 liters is 10%. 10% of the total you are removing. What does that mean? 10% of milk will get removed. Okay, so 10% of milk will get removed, and remaining will be removed from water. So 4 liters you are removing, of which 10% will become 10% will be milk, and 10% of 36 will be milk, 10% of 4 will be water, right? So total will become 40. So what does that mean? 90% of this 36, it will be left, which is 32.4 amount of milk will be there. 32.4 liters of milk will be there, and the remaining 40 minus this 32.4, 7.6 would be water. When you remove it for the second time, and they remove it for the second time, it is not 32 and 8. Please note it. It is not 32 and 8. It is 32.4 and 7.6. Okay. Second time you are removing, you cannot remove 4 liters of milk together because it is already mixed. Okay, you cannot remove 4 liters of milk and replace with 4 liters of water. No, because it is already mixed. When you try to remove 4 liters of mixture, 4 liters of mixture, zero point 0.9 into 3.6. Right, that much only, that much milk will get removed. Right. So then after second time, what will be left? 32.4 milk will be left, and 7.6 water will be left. Total will be 40. Now if we do for the third one more time, again 10%, 10% of this and 10% of this will get removed. Right, because total 10% has to be removed. Total 40, 10% is 4. Right, then what that means? 90% of this 32.4 will be left, which is 29.16, and 40 minus 29.16 is 10.84. So after third time, 29.16 worth of milk will be left, 29.16 liters milk will be left, and 10.84 liters of water will be there. Okay, this is the answer. Now you can do much simpler also. Every time 10% of milk is getting removed. Okay, so every time zero point 0.9 milk will be left. What that means is you do it 3 times. 0.9 into 0.9 into 0.9 into 40. 40 was original. 29.16 is left. You can directly do like this. Just for your understanding, I have explained it this way. Whatever is removed and what is left, what is left. You can directly say 0.9 whole cube into 40, 29.16. Right. What is this 0.9? 0.9 is 4 liters of milk was getting taken. 4 liters. What that means? Every time 10% is taken. That means every time 90% is left. Okay. Now, in a container, milk and water are present in the ratio of 7 is to 5. If 15 liters of water is added to this mixture, the ratio of milk and water becomes 7 is to 8. Find the quantity of water in a new mixture. 7 is to 5 is milk and water. What we will assume? Milk will be 7x, because 7 is to 5, let's assume, is some constant x. Okay, that means milk quantity of milk is 7x liters and quantity of water is 5x liters, let's assume. Now what it is given? 7x when 15 liters of water is more added. That means what will be the water amount? 5x plus 15. Right? Total water number of liters would be 5x plus 15. Milk will remain same. Milk will 7x. Milk will always be 7x. Now what is saying? When you add this, the ratio of milk and water will become 7 by 8. What does that mean? 7x by 5x plus 18 will become 7 by 8. We will simplify this. 7 8 56x equal to 35x plus 7 15 is 105. So 56x minus 35x, 21x equal to 105, x equal to 5. What does that mean? Quantity of water in original is 7 into 5, 35 is to 5 into 5, 25. In the revised one, water is added, we'll have this 5x plus 15. Whatever was the original 25 liters plus another 15 liters, which is equal to 40 liters. Right. This is also an easy problem only. You just need to know how to write this equation. Once you write this equation, then everything else is done. Okay, let's pick one more. Two containers of equal size have milk and water in the ratio of 2 is to 1 and 3 is to 1. There are two containers, container 1 and container 2. In container 1, milk and water is in the ratio 2 is to 1, and container 2, it is in the ratio 3 is to 1. Container 2 has got more milk than water, right? If both containers are emptied into a bigger container, then find the ratio of milk and water in the bigger container. Milk and water in the bigger container. Okay. So 2 is to 1 is the first ratio. Let's assume then the amount of milk in the first container is 2x and 2 is to 1 and the amount of water is 1x. Okay, 2x and 1x let milk and water be in first container. Similarly, it is in the ratio of 3 is to 1. So we cannot say 3x and x in this case. It has to be a different, it has to be, it so here in this case, because two containers are of equal size, we can still take, but otherwise it is safer to assume that it's a different, instead of x, it's different. We can take it as y. Okay, 3 is to 1 equal to 3y equal to y. Now what it is saying, 2x plus 3y, what that is the total amount of milk, 2x plus 3y by x plus y. By x plus y is total amount of water. Is this how much? This is what he is asking. 2x plus, um, now what he is also saying, the both containers are of equal size. What does that mean? 2x plus x is equal to 3y plus y. X equal to 4 by 3y. Okay. Both are of equal size. That is also given. That means total milk and water in container 1, 2x plus x is equal to 3y by 3y plus y. Okay. What does that mean? X equal to 4 by 3y. Let's substitute x equal to 4 by 3y in this. So 2 into 4 by 3y plus 3y by 4 by 3y plus y equal to, this is the equation. This is what we, this is the value that we have to find out. This becomes 8y by 3 plus 3y by 7y by 3, which is equal to 3 3 is 9 plus 8, 17y by 7y. Y will get cancelled, 17 by 7. Okay. Okay. Here we had assumed 3y and y when there are two different ratios. So in this case, we can even assume 3x and x because the size is equal. But if it is not equal, we cannot assume 3x and x. Okay, so that's why it's always safe when there are two ratios. then to take two different factors instead of the same common factor. Okay, so that's why we have taken 3y and y, and then 2x plus x equal to 3y plus y, that we have done. Okay, so this is clear. Let's take another example. A and B started a business. A invested 600 more than B, and A invested for 4 months and B invested for 5 months. Okay, A invested for 4 months and B invested for 5 months, and A's share in profit was 48 more than that of B out of a total profit of 528. Find the capital contributed by each. Okay, let's what do you think? We A's share is 48 greater than B. A's share is equal to B plus 48, and total is 528. That means we can calculate what is A, what is B. Let's do that. Let's assume B share is small b and A share will become small b plus 48. Now what is saying? B plus 48. This is A plus B, small b is equal to 528. That means 2b is equal to 528 minus 48, 480. B equal to 240. A equal to 288. Right? Because A equal to B plus 48. B is 240. That is B share is 240. A share is 288. Okay. What does that mean? A's investment and B's investment should be in the ratio of 288 by 240. Right? 288 by 240. Now, what is A's investment? A invested 600 more and for 4 months. So total month into investment is 600, x plus 600. Let's assume x is what B has invested. So A is invested for 4 months. That means x plus 600 into 4. We have to, so the profit will be divided on that ratio, right? How much money he has invested into how many months? That is the investment. That is the total investment. So he has invested for 4 months of x plus 400, and this guy has invested x for 5 months, so by 5 into x plus 400 into 4 by x into 5, this should be equal to 288 by 240. This would be equal to 288 by 240. Right, what does that mean? X plus 600 by x is equal to 5 by 4 into, this is 6 by 5, right? 288 by 240 is 6 by 5. 5 48 is 240, right? 648 is 288. So 6 by 5. 5 and 5 will get cancelled. So 6 by 4 is equal to 3 by 2. X plus 100, 600 by x is equal to 3 by 2. What does that mean? 2x plus 1200 is equal to 3x. X equal to 1200. What is x? X is the amount that B has invested. If B has invested 600, sorry, 1200, A would have invested 1200 plus 600, which is 1800. So this is the contribution by both the people, right? So this is an easy problem only. We just need to be careful in writing the equation and solving the equations. Okay, now let's see. Three persons A, B, C rent the grazing of a park for 570. Let's say so 570 rupees, dollars, whatever it is. Now A puts in 127, 126 oxen in the park for 3 months. B puts 162 for 5 months. C puts 216 for 4 months. Okay, what part of the rent should each pay? So whatever this 126 for 3 months is to 162 into 5 months is to 216 into 4 months. This should be the rent that they have to pay, right? Whatever that they have eaten, whatever that they have ate, that should be the rent. So 126 into 3 is to 162 into 5 is to 216 into 4. This means what? 126 is 18 into 7, right? And 162 is 18 into 9, 216 is 18 into 12. So we can cancel out all 18s. Now what is left? 7 into 3 is to 9 is 9 into 5 into 12 into 4. We'll cancel the 3's also. 7 is to 3 into 5, 15 will be left. 3 into 4 into 4, 16 will be left. So the ratios in which that they have to share this 570 is 7 is to 15 is to 16. Okay. So now what should A pay? A should pay 7 by 7 plus 15 plus 16. What is that? 38. 7 by 38 into 570. Right. So 19, so 37 goes here. Right. 7 into 15, 105. Right. 38 goes 15 times, right? 380 plus 190. That is 570. 7 goes 7 into 15 is 105. Similarly, B share 15 into 15 is 225. Similarly, she share 16 into 15. Right? That is 240. That is A share is 105, B share is 225, and C share is 240. What we should assume? We should assume that all of these oxen they eat equally well, right? Or they diet equally well. That is the assumption. Because we cannot, if A's ox are bigger ones and they eat more, or B's are smaller ones and they eat less, then that will lead to a lot of quarrel between these people. So we need to assume this. Okay. Next one. 5 kgs of rice, 6 rupees per kilo. This rice is 6 rupees per kilo, is mixed with 4 kgs of rice. We don't know what is the rate of this one. To get a mixture costing 7 per kg. Okay, find the price of the costlier one. We don't know what is costlier one. Let's see. Okay, what we do? Let us assume the cost of the second 4 kg of rice. Let it be X rupees per kg. Okay, what does that mean? What is the total value of this plus this? 5 into 6 plus 4 into whatever is that amount. 4 into that by how many kilos? 5 plus 4, 9 kilos. This is equal to, he is already saying 7. 5 into 6 plus 4 into x by 9 is equal to 7. What is x? X is the cost of second variety of rice. So total value 5 into 6 because it is 6 per kg for first 5 kilos and some x per kg for 4 kilos. So total value is 5 into 6 plus 4 into 6 by total kilos is 9. This is he saying already 7. What does that mean? 30 plus 4x is equal to 9763. 46 4x equal to 63 minus 30 equal to 33. X equal to 33 by 4. So what is 33 by 4? 8 point something. Right. The first variety is 6 point something. So obviously second variety is costlier than the first variety. Okay. This is a hypothetical situation. Rice is no longer this cheap. We wish this was that cheap now, right? Rice is not this cheap nowadays. Cool. Let's try one more thing. Three friends, A, B, and C, started a business by investing sum of money in 5 is to 7 is to 6 ratio. Okay. Three people have invested in 5 is to 7 is to 6 ratio. After 6 months, C withdraws half of his capital. If the sum invested by A is 40,000, out of a total profit of 30,000, C's share would be how much? Okay. A is to B is to C, we know. 5 is to 7 is to 6. And A is 40,000. Okay. So like we had done earlier, A by B equal to 5 by 7, B by C equal to 7 by 6. 5 by 7 and 7 by 6. A is 40,000. A's investment is 40,000. What does that mean? B's investment. B is equal to 7 by 5 into A. 7A by 5. 7 by 5 into A. 7 by 5 into 40,000 is 56,000. Similarly, what is C? C is 6 by 7 into C is C is A by C is equal to 5 by 6. 5 by 6. A by C equal to 5 by 6. C equal to 6 by 5 of A. 6 by 5 of this 40,000. A is 40,000 is equal to 5 8 6 8 is 48,000. Right? A, B, C we know. Now, total annual profit. You are saying it is total investment is for 1 year. Now, in this 1 year, this guy after 6 months, C withdraws half of his capital. So A kept this 56,000 for the entire 12 months. B also kept A kept this 40,000 for the entire 12 months. B also kept for 56,000 for the entire 12 months. But C took half of it in the middle. That means for 48,000 he kept for 6 months. Then remaining 6 months he put 24,000 only. Okay. So total duration of investment is 1 year. What is the contribution of A, B, and C? A put for the entire 12 months, 12 into 40,000. And B put for entire 12 months, B 12 into 56,000. And C put 48,000 for 6 months and 24,000 for another 6 months. 6 into 48,000 plus 6 into 24,000. Okay. All thousands we'll remove. Okay. 12 into 40 plus 12 into 56. Sorry, is to 12 into 56 is to 6 into 48 plus 6 into 24. What does that make in 12 into 24 plus 12 into 12. 12 into 24 plus 12, which becomes 12 into 36. Now 12, 12, 12. This is also a common factor. We can remove this. What does that mean? This is in the ratio of, we can also cross out 4. Right. So this means it is in the ratio of 10 is to 14 is to 4. 14s are 56, right? 14 is to 9 fours are 36. So 4 also we remove. 10 is to 14 is to 9. This is the ratio. Okay. So now what is C's share? C's share will be this 9 by 10 plus 14 plus 9. 9 by 24 plus 9, 33. 9 by 33 into what is the total profit? 33,000. This equals 9,000. C's share is 9,000. Okay. Here we just need to be little careful in putting this amount correctly. Right. We need to calculate what is A, B, and C, and we should be able to put this ratio correctly. This is the trick here. Okay. Number of students speaking English and Hindi are in the ratio of 4 is to 5. If the number of students speaking English increased by 35% and that speaking Hindi increased by 20%, what would be the new ratio? 4 is to 5, English and Hindi. So what we will do, we will assume English speakers are 4x and Hindi speakers are 5x. Okay, what it is saying, English has increased by 35%. That means 1.35 into 4x. Hindi has increased by 20%. That means 1.2 into 5x. What is this ratio? 135 by 120 into 4 by 5. X gets cancelled. Right. Then 135 by 120 is equal to 9 by 8 because 15 8s, 15 9s, right? 9 by 8 on 4 goes 2 times. Then that becomes 9 by 10. So the new ratio is 9 by 10. English to Hindi. This is also an easy problem only. I just need to know how to write this equation. Next one. Next one. The ratio of the present ages of a son and his father. Present age is 1 is to 5. Son is to father is 1 is to 5. And that of his mother and father. Mother is to father is 4 is to 5. After 2 years, the ratio of age of the son to that of mother will become 3 is to 10. So that means son plus 2 is to mother plus 2 is equal to 3 is to 10. Okay. Let's try to simplify. What is the present age of the father? Okay, very good. Son is to father. S by 5 equal to 1 is to 5. M by F equal to 4 by 5. Let's substitute one of them. Okay. Or S by M. What is this mean? This by this. S by M will become 1 by 5 by 4 by 5 is equal to 1 by 4. Okay. Now let us S by M equal to 1 by 4. M is equal to 4S, right? Now let's take and put this in this equation. S plus 2 by M plus 2 is equal to 3 by 10, right? That means 10S plus 20 equal to 12S plus, we have substituted M plus 2 instead of M, we substituted 4S, right? S plus 2, 4S plus 2 equal to 3 plus 3 by 10. 10S plus 20 is equal to 3 fours 12S plus 3 to 6. That means 20 minus 6, 14 is equal to 12s minus 10s equal to 2s, s equal to 7. So age of son is 7. What is age of father? 5 into son, 35. What is age of mother? 4 into son is equal to 28. Son is 7 years, father is 35 years, mother is 28 years. Right, that is the current age. That s is current. Right. After 2 years, what will happen? S plus 2, 7 plus 2, 9 is becomes 9 to m plus 2, 30. 9 to 30 will become 3 is to 10. This is the answer, right? Cool. So we have solved some very important problems. I picked these problems so that they will give a lot of different varieties. They will cover a lot of different varieties of problems that are coming in the exams, right? These are medium level problems. They are not very hard. They are of medium level difficulty, right? But this problem solving these problems is really important. We should clearly understand the concepts. Anyhow, if you have any doubts, please comment. Please comment, then I will explain it clearly again. Take care. Thank you, guys. All the best.